Okay, while getting my biscuit and gravy this morning for breakfast, I went to the register and the cost was $3.21. I had a $10 bill, three $1 bills, 2 quarters, and 2 pennies. So I used my $3 bills, or $3 one bills, making $3, and then 1 quarter and 1 penny. Again, the order was $3.21. When I handed it to the gentleman, he said, "Are you sure you want to give me all this?" "Yes, I do." Then he said, "Okay." I said, "Just put it in the computer." And he puts the money in the register and hands me a dime. Again, $3.26 is what I gave him. And the order was $3.21. I should get a nickel, not a dime. And I said, "You don't owe me 10 cents, you owe me 5 cents. This is a dime, I need a nickel." He goes, "Oh, ma'am, I don't know what they're called." How are you working a register? How did you get hired? Why don't you know this stuff? This is what our educational system has come to. People working registers that don't know how to do math. In addition to that, there are businesses hiring these people. When I was in school, you learned your mathematics, including your money. That was part of it. In addition to that, before you could get hired, you had to know your math. And you had to know your money to add, subtract, and all of that, so that when you worked a register, you knew how much money to give back to somebody, so they didn't finagle you out of more money than you were supposed to give them. Unfortunately, apparently in today's world, we do not need to know how to do that. So all you younger kids that think, "Oh, I don't need to know that shit," you do. Unfortunately, no one gives a shit anymore, and they're allowing you to work jobs you are unqualified for. But you still think you got it. And then when I come to the register, or somebody of my age comes to the register, and we give you that kind of change, we totally are trying not to laugh in your face or call you an idiot. I did my best till I got to my car and I recorded this, because I wanted to tell him, you need to find different employment or learn the shit you should know to run a register. However, I did let slip, I'm not saying a word. We are of total different generations, and it is clear as day right this minute. And I walked away, but I said it with a smile and trying not to giggle, as I was thinking in my head, "You're a fucking idiot." So yes, I can smile my way through calling you an idiot, but learn your job. Okay? Shit. Oh, sorry. Just because you have an employment doesn't mean that you aren't supposed to learn. This is not the first time I've had this issue at a gas station where I bought my food. I also asked why they didn't dry mop. The younger generation, you will not know what a dry mopping is or how to do it because you weren't taught. This older generation like me, we know what it is. We know why it's done, and we can do it. It doesn't take us long at all because we weren't paid anything extra. We just had to fucking do it. It was part of our job because it prevented lawsuits believe it or not. It also made your floor cleaner and more pretty. And it kept it longer. So you weren't doubling the work later on, even though it seemed like you were doubling it doing it. And no, we did not get paid more. You could work at McDonald's, Jim's, Denny's, 7-Eleven was around then. I don't think there was a Valero yet. Didn't matter where you worked. If there was sweeping and mopping involved, there was a dry mop. So I'm not going to explain what a dry mop is at this point in time because this is already getting too long. But learn your job. If you don't know something, educate yourself. That's why we have Google. That's why we can communicate with other people and go, how do you do this? What would you do if you needed to accomplish this? We don't mind stupid questions if they lead you to doing things correctly. You people that are in the younger generation have no clue. Yet you think you're brilliant. And this is not an ageist comment. It is the truth. And I guess it is an ageist comment. But it's not your fault completely. Because apparently somebody didn't teach you. Or you could have been being taught and you decided you didn't need to learn something. And that one's on you. Because the adults, the people in your life could actually be telling you something that you need to know. They may be trying to teach you, and you go, I don't need this. Well, guess what? You probably did. And you didn't have these open, and you had this going. And this was off elsewhere. Put this back on track. Zip this and only use it when you need it. And use these. Have a great day.